Alright everybody, welcome to your 45th AngularJS tutorial. My name is Mehul, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you about Angular cookies, and using this library you could pretty much work with cookies on your web application, and they're pretty handy if you are developing an application which needs to store some sort of result for the user or their preferences in the browser, or pretty much you don't want to implement sign up functionality for just storing a pretty much a simple setting the user want, like I don't know, like their image URL or even their name or something. So you just don't want to just create another big database and handle that. So you can just make use of cookies for your application. So as long as the user doesn't clear off their browser cookies, you'll be good to go. So first of all, what you might noticed is that I have loaded this file and the library Angular cookies min.js, and the path is pretty much same just like AngularJS. The only difference arises in the nodal part of this path. That is, this is Angular min.js and this is Angular cookies min.js. So pretty much everything else is same. Then the next thing is that I'm running this browser on localhost instead of my file protocol, because cookies are not yet supported by browsers on file protocol, but you could eventually make it work by launching Chrome browser with some pre-enabled flags or something like that. You can just Google that and you'll get it. So inside your controller.js, let's just say I do like scope dot my cookie val is cookies and yes, I have added dependency for this and cookies as a parameter. So I'm gonna say cookies dot get, and this is cookie. Let's just say this is the name of the cookie. So in this case mine is cookie only, and pretty much I'm just gonna display it in my cookie val right there. So if I look at it in the browser, nothing happens pretty much because we don't have any cookies set up right now for our application. So let's do some. So I'm gonna say at the end of the application, or let's just make it more interesting by adding an input field instead. I'm gonna say this is input type text ng model cookie val, and right here I'm gonna say button ng click is set cookie val, and let's just say update cookie value right there. And inside my controller, if I create a function scope dot set cookie, let me just see what this was. Yes, set cookie only. So this is a function, and what this would do is actually set your cookie. So it's going to say cookies dot put. Now these get and put methods are important, and you could kind of remember them as well because they are relatively simple to understand and remember, because get accepts one argument, that is the cookie name, and put obviously two, that is the cookie name and then the value which you want to store in the cookie. So I'm gonna say cookie and then value as val, and pretty much we are done with this application. So if I reload this and enter like hello there, update cookie value and reload, you can see that pretty much my text appears here and it stays there. And if I write something else, then it actually kinda rewrites it instead of like appending it or something. So what you can do out of these cookies is that I guess we created a login application with Angular some time ago with I don't remember exactly how I did that, but I guess I made it using resolve function inside my login route so that I can check if the user is logged in or not. So what you can make use of these cookies as is that you can just create that login application without resolve but using cookies on the front end. Then with a simple code modification you could even change the whole functionality into a secured functionality by transferring the login information on the backend and cookie validation as well. So in this way you could pretty much create a full-featured Angular login application which is actually working. So that's all pretty much for this tutorial, and if you liked it then don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching.